Jamaican woman, a sugar and salt. Some of them a channel and we make you ball. Jamaican woman, a sugar and salt. Some of them a channel and we make you ball. Saint Mary woman, them nice alright, but them love them man and them quick to fight. Saint and woman, them have good ways, but if you trouble them, them will give you 9 days. Trelawney woman is a serious lot, and when you need a friend, them always pan spot. Jamaican woman, a sugar and salt. Some of them a channel and we make you ball. Yes. Jamaican woman, a sugar and salt. Some of them a channel and we make you ball. Very pleasant good evening to you. How you doing out there on a Saturday evening? Pastor Rob right here with the one and only Miss Nadine from Atlanta Happening. What's happening? How you doing out there this evening, Miss Nadine?
I am doing good. I'm just so excited to interview our guests. They just have so much going on. I'm super excited.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. And see, I was playing your song just a while ago. It's all about the Jamaican woman. All right.
Yes. Yes. That's like our new national anthem for the women here, always.
Okay, so I don't know if you are the St. Mary woman or the Portland woman or whichever one, but I know you fit in there somewhere.
I do. I'll claim Montego Bay and I'll claim Clarendon and Kingston, okay?
Oh, you're claiming a whole heap of things, huh? Well, it's a pleasant evening to you all, and we have quite a show planned here to you. This is Jamaican Explosion. Pastor Rob in the place this evening. And I'm going to tell you, Miss Nadine, that I wasn't feeling good yesterday. When the weather started to change here in the United States, we had those little sniffles and those little cold and so forth like that. And us as men already, we don't know anything. So my sister said, go out and get some. I don't know if you can see it. I'm trying to hold it up here. I might have to hold it up. Yeah, you might know.
That's look like the essence.
Eucalyptus.
Yes.
Yeah, ma'am. She said, go out and get some eucalyptus oil. And she said, all right, what I wanted to do is to steam it. So I was steaming it now. So I take some onion and I put in it 2 pieces of lettuce. And next thing you know, I wanted to drink it.
Yeah, those are remedies our grandparents used to swear by, and trust me, it's like now we realize how right they were.
Of course, because during the COVID time, this eucalyptus oil here, all the Jamaicans were having this. And guess what? When we did our thing or we did our steaming, everything stay away. So people was wondering, what was happening? What's happening? You guys got the secret, okay? So I got this yesterday. And also, being a Jamaican from a long time, I had to go out and I had to get some of the real Jamaican remedy. So we come back with a bottle of what? Ferrell, remember this?
Ferrell, yes.
Remember this? Remember this? Okay, so so I have that, and then she said to get some Vicks. Get some Vicks, and I didn't know that Vicks was different from Tiger Balm. I always thought Vicks and Tiger Balm was the same thing, just have a different brand. So I went out and I got some Tiger Balm. I got some Tiger Balm, and I decided that I'm going to use some Tiger Balm. But when I spoke back with my sister, she told me that Vicks is actually for rubbing on the chest.
The vapor rub.
Right. And that Tiger Balm is when you have pain and so forth like that. All the time I've been using Vicks and Tiger Balm interchangeable.
Well, you sound so good. So thanks to your sister. You may not be there yet, but you're still sounding good.
Yeah, sounding better this evening, but it's good to be on the show this evening. We have quite a show in store for you this evening. I see that we have Mr. Grub Cooper in line, Mr. Michael Blair. He's already tuned up. And of course, I have another co-host that will be joining us today, Nadine. Let's welcome Ralston Barrett from Jamaica. Mr. Ralston, how you doing, man? Welcome to Jamaican Explosion.
I am great. It's a pleasure to be here.
Yes.
Loving being on the Jamaican Explosion.
Okay.
But Pastor Rob, how could you use vapor rub, Vicks vapor rub with Tiger Balm?
You see, when you've been in the United States,
I've never heard that before.
When you've been in the United States for 34 years, there's a lot of things you're confused. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot.
Ralston, his
Yes,
mom
sir.
used to take care of him, okay? That's all I'll say. So you
Be
don't know
careful with that one.
mama's secret.
Yeah, you said my grandmother used to take care of me
The
too, but the
secret.
reality of the situation was I wasn't paying attention. You know what I'm saying? All I know is that it's two things we can rub. You know,
I
you rub them the
I
same
grew up
way.
with
So I
my
think,
grandmother as well, and I know about I know about the
yes,
tiger balm, the eucalyptus oil, the Florida
yes,
water, and the rose water.
Hmm.
yes, yes.
For fever and that kind of stuff. These
Yeah, man,
different
rose water.
things that I used to use, and I
Okay,
rubbish. Yeah. But a few years
okay,
ago, well, 2 years ago, Symphony, my daughter had a basin with some water, and then put a rag in it and just pat her down with it, and the thing worked. I couldn't believe, because I
okay.
thought rose water was something you put in the cake mixture with
Cake,
mosquito.
right?
That's what I
Yes,
thought. Yeah,
you see, you see
but
what
it
I'm saying?
works.
So, those old
Mhm.
time remedies they have in Jamaica, man, were true remedies, right from the garden and from all different herbs and so forth. We took it for granted, but we have come to realize the value in all of those. So yeah, man, I'm feeling a little better
Yes,
here.
yes.
So forth like that. I'm glad I didn't drink it though, because just one little touch of that eucalyptus oil, I mean, my God, that thing powerful is a shame. You know what I'm saying? You don't need to put more than 2 drops.
I keep a little bottle. I
Yes.
keep a little bottle on my nightstand because I have terrible sinuses.
Okay.
Mm.
All right.
I always have one.
Okay.
I always do the mental
Right.
crystals, just melt that in the warm water, and that usually works
Yes.
for me.
Very good, very good. Okay, so yeah, we are this evening. Rawson, it's good to have you here.
Very
And
good.
before
That's
we
very
get to
good.
Mr. Michael Blair this evening, Rawson is going to give us a little bit of a news from down there in Jamaica. What's happening, Walton Rawson Corner? This when you tune into Jamaican Explosion right now, you'll get on occasion we'll bring to you Ralston's Corner, and he's going to give us an update from Jamaica, and so you could get some fresh news. You know what I'm saying? We don't want no stale news. When you're in foreign, you get it through a couple of different sources. It's kind of stale. You know what I'm saying? But when we Ralston bring it to us, it's gonna be fresh. So Ralston, go ahead with Ralston Corner right now, and Mr. Michael Blair will have you up in a couple of minutes.
Lots of
Okay?
things.
Very good.
Yeah, there are some things. A lot of things happened in the world of entertainment last week. First
Hmm.
of all, I want to mention that the great Igbo Cooper of Third World, formerly of Third World, and after Enaman
Hmm.
of music was laid to rest on Thursday.
Hmm.
And they did a beautiful tribute for him. Jaria
Hmm.
did a beautiful for him at
Hmm.
JC. And people
Hmm.
like Tony Rebel, Warrior King,
Hmm.
Inner Circle, his former band, Third World,
Hmm.
several of the artists that he would have, and musicians that he would have in a manly also
Hmm.
performed, youth. Um, there are so many of them. It was an awesome tribute. And
Hmm.
the following day, the funeral took place at the University of Wessex Chapel,
Hmm.
and it was really beautiful. I never thought I could say that about a funeral because I don't like funerals myself, but this they had so many beautiful things to say about his work as a musician, um, as a teacher, as a family man, a father, husband. He lived a
Hmm.
full life. So I'm not one of those people to say that, like I said, people have gone on to a better place, because I've never gotten
Yeah.
any reports from anybody who has gone there. But I would like to think that if there's indeed a better place, he's in that better. He seemed like he did what he was supposed to
Yes.
do right here on earth, and his
Yeah.
memory will live on. This man, yeah, he did an awesome job. So
Yeah.
salute to Eva Cooper, and condolences to the Cooper family. They have so many losses this year. First, it was Arif Cooper, who passed. That's Ibo's son. Then his wife passed recently, and so they're going through a lot. And just want to wish them strength and mercy at this as they go through what they're going through. So let's get rolling with some other stuff that's happening. Wayne Marshall was recently given the Order of Distinction Award by the government of Jamaica for his contribution to for outstanding contribution to the music industry. This award was given to him at a recent ceremony, which was held at King's House. Since he has received the award, there has been a big debate raging on online about he should have received it. While some people, friends and family, family members and colleagues of Wayne Marshall, are congratulating him and they're saying that he did. Several, music industry insiders, well, several people, including music insiders, are saying that he has not done enough to receive this. The controversial Mr. Vegas, who questioned Marshall's eligibility in an Instagram live. Vegas was saying, like, hey, you haven't done as much work as Beenie Man or Bounty Killer. And Wayne Marshall was a part of Bounty Killer's alliance. So, then if the leader of the alliance fit to get a national honor, how come Wayne Marshall, as a member of the alliance, was chosen to get one? So it's a lot of controversy because some people are saying he didn't really do that well as an artist, content creator, and so they're saying, why give him an award for outstanding contribution? Done anything outstanding in the music? That's what some places a very hot topic, very hot topic right now. Who knows? People are saying it's because of political affiliations. They're saying all kind of things. But hey, he has received the award, and I don't think anybody can take it back from him. So that is that. Marcia Griffith will receive an award as well for outstanding contribution to music. She got the Order of Jamaica, which is the fourth honor. Taurus Riley also got an audition. See, somebody like Marcia, Marcia Griffiths, who is like Jamaican music, receive an award like this. People are not going to argue because you know that she has been a stalwart of the music industry for many, many decades. And, the body of work is there to show what she has done. But we've seen people getting these awards, not just in music, but in other areas that kind of make you wonder, like, what's really going on? But as I said, I'm not getting into the controversy, so I'll just move right along. Also in the news this week, Vybz Kartel coming out of prison next year. Who knows? Because he has, an announcement was made in the local that the incarcerated dancehall star will an expedited appeal hearing, which will take place in at the Privy Council, which is Jamaica's final appellate court, between February and 15 in 2024. So that's good news for the Vybz Kartel fans. Anything can happen. Next February he could be out. Who knows? As Kartel is among 4 men who are currently serving life sentences for the murder of Clive Lizard Williams. This took place in 2011. So Kartel has been incarcerated for a number of years now, and his health is deteriorating, and he has heart problems, stuff like that. Who knows? But for many, many years, people are saying, hey, he's innocent. Some are saying he isn't innocent. So a lot of people want him out, of course, because he's one one of the favorite dancehall artists out there. I think Nadine would have that. Are you a Vibes Cartel fan? No?
No, I'm not.
Oh, she's not hearing me.
No, I'm not. No, I'm not.
Surprise, surprise. I thought. Well, Unruly Fest is back. This is Popcorn's big concert that was held for the first time in 2018, which was a sold-out event. It's back this year, and it's going to take this, the Goodyear Oval. The lineup will feature Popcorn himself, of course, Jerry, who is one of the hottest new dancehall acts. Veteran reggae artist Iwayne is also on the lineup. An American rapper, Fibio Forrest, also on the lineup. More artists to be announced, but it's good to see this event back on the events calendar, because over the past year or so, the Christmas events have been dwindling. Less and less Christmas or big stage show events. We're happy to see that Unruly Fest is back. Also heard rumors that it's going to be back this year again, and this time it's going to go back to its original home at Jam World in Portmore. A little birdie told me that the first thing this year would be the 10 giants of dancehall. I don't know who those 10 giants would be, but I heard that the king has said I'm going to be a part of it. So we'll have more on that very soon. But
when you say king, which king are you talking about? Which king are you talking about?
The man who says there's only one dancer.
Who's that?
Beanie Man.
Okay, really? Because I could even I thought you were even talking about King Yellow, man. I don't know when you've been listening to music. You know what I'm saying? Okay.
Well, remember, I have no confirmations about this, but I'm hearing this through the grapevine, so to speak. But I figure Isaiah will put together a good lineup. 10 giants of dancehall, so it might be a mixture of the older giants and some of the young ones coming.
Newer giants.
Okay, right.
Who knows?
All right. So very good, Roston.
So
okay, so that go ahead.
That's what's happening in entertainment. Yeah. Oh, and you know that tomorrow is Babandi's birthday, right?
Oh yeah, man. Yeah. Yeah. Yes. One of the
man
was. Yes.
Quite possibly the greatest songwriter that Jamaica has ever produced.
Right. Yeah. So tomorrow is his birthday.
Tomorrow is his birthday.
There'll be a lot of celebrations going on for him, or is there going to be a tribute to him of some sort?
I think VP Records is doing something. I heard something will be done by VP Records. I'm not 100% sure. Something will be done. I think people like Babandi is an hero of this music.
Right.
So many of his songs have been covered by other Jamaican artists and artists from overseas. He has also written a number of hits for people, if it's and so many others. He's contributed a lot. So, maybe they should do something more to honor him.
Okay, very good.
So that's it from me for this week.
Okay, so there we have it, our very first report coming straight out of Jamaica from Mr. Ralston. We call that one Ralston Corner, update from Jamaica with Ralston Barrett. And he's going to keep us abreast as these situations as they develop, because I want to hear more about that Wade Marshall thing and see where it ends up at. So let's keep us abreast right there. Nadine, is there anything else that you that caught your ears while he was speaking?
No. I'm just tuning in to see and to hear more what's happening. I'm excited for Sting because I grew up going to Sting and stuff, and just knowing some of those things are coming back is pretty exciting.
Very good. Okay, so Mr. Ralston, well done for your first time out, and we're looking for some more juicy juicy information coming up within the next couple of weeks. Ralston Barrett here with us, and if you don't know who Ralston, he is a public relations specialist down there in Jamaica, writing for the different newspapers and so forth, like the Observers and the different. I think he actually has affiliation with RJR too. Is that correct, Mr. Ralston?
No, but you see, this a lot of times people think that I have direct affiliations with media houses. I don't work at any houses. I'm a publicist. I work independently, and but I have wonderful connections with various media houses and media personnel and people within the industry. I've been in this industry for 32 years. I know hard to believe because I look very young, but I've been around for some time. So I don't I don't work at any media house. I'm not a journalist. I'm a publicist.
You're a publicist. Okay, very good. So yes, Mr. Ralston. So we look forward to having you here. Whenever you have some information for us on the Jamaican Explosion show. Yes, folks, indeed, this is a Saturday evening, 5:21, right here in the Atlanta, Metro Atlanta area, and we have two very, wonderful guests in the arena, in the diaspora, back home. Coming up for you in just a couple of minutes, I have Mr. Michael Blair, who I'll bring on next, and of course, none other than Mr. Grub Cooper, who we have here too, on right here in the studios, waiting to go with us in our little studio right here, ready to go with us. Nadine, anything that you want to say to them about what's happening in the Atlanta here before we bring on Mr. Michael Blair?
Well, most of the events are events for December. We have the Mikey Sparkle Show coming up in December. Clarendon College having their brunch. We have the Atlanta Jamaican Association having their party. But guys, stick around. There's so much more to let you all know about for next Saturday.
Okay, so let's get Mr. Michael Blair up now, and Miss Nadine, I'm gonna give you the pleasure of speaking with him as we bring him on screen. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Here we go. There he is, Mr. Michael Blair, for you. Okay, Nadine, I'm gonna give you the pleasure of taking care of this interview.
Well, I just want to welcome you, Mr. Blair. Thank you for taking time out of your super busy schedule to join us today on Jamaican Explosion. And I just want to ask you to introduce yourself. Tell us a little bit about Michael Blair and your journey, because I'm sure a lot of listeners don't even know about some of the things you're doing and stuff. And we just want to share.
Okay, good afternoon. Jamaica Explosion fans and viewers. Good afternoon. Good afternoon, Nadine. Good afternoon, Reverend Rob. It's a pleasure to be here today, as Nadine mentioned, out of my busy schedule. I've never gotten a break, but I found the time to squeeze in this section of my life with Jamaica Explosion, hoping that it will be a lot more fruit for the new association, Jamaica powerlifting. So welcome. Thank you very much. All right. So, powerlifting was once started here in Jamaica in 1972 and has disappeared until 2022. For some reason, someone just called me and I started back up and it's running. It's a really, really hard task. It's a lot of work. It's a heavy day work, plus with my regular life. It's a journey that I had no idea I would have reached here for a sport that I have never even known that exists before 2020 when I started it. I learned it on the job, but I believe it's one of the fastest sport presently in Jamaica. And I think it's one of the fastest developing sport in the IPF, that's International Powerlifting Federation. Just for the viewers to know, our own Jamaican, Mr. Dr. the late Howard Hamilton, was one of the founder of the International Powerlifting Federation in 1972. And so I just trying to continue his legacy, trying to build the sport and push it to and set a solid foundation that this sport never disappear again for the future to come.
So, Michael, I see you've been in sports like forever. Tell us, when did this passion start and what fed it?
Well, I've always been a sport person. I What is so strange that I am always involved in sport, but I never normally participate in the sport as an athlete or anything. My skill is mostly in management. It's about managing people and trying to develop the sport. So I have always been in the background trying to push the sport forward. I think that is where my real strength in as a manager for any kind of sport. As I said, powerlifting, I didn't even know about powerlifting until the day someone called me and asked me, and I went and Googled it. I didn't even know that it would have reached so far and doing so well.
Wow, wow. So, Michael, I think it said you're a coach and manager and stuff. You were into football as well. I mean, why would you transition from football to this unknown thing that you're out of your comfort zone?
Well, you're right. Sometimes I like to push myself to the limit. As you're right, football was always been my pet. I've done it full time as a job. I've done it part time as a sport. But I really don't know how I end up at powerlifting. I also did hockey, which I've never played the sport neither, but I was chairperson for the school league hockey in 2019, and it was one of the best run school league hockey tournament ever run in the history of the Hockey Federation. Then I just end up at powerlifting. I was also involved in gymnastics. Other sport, I'm just, I don't know. It's like I just get into sport and try to build on it and try to push it forward. And if something new comes along, I try to learn it, execute it also. Football is my passion, but I'm not tied to football as one. But I guess powerlifting is the way to go now for me. I see. I saw my name is John Brown. It's not John Brown. It's actually Michael Blair. Michael John Blair is not John Blair. It's not Michael Blair.
Okay, we'll correct that.
Hello.
Yeah, we fixed it. We fixed it, Michael. We fixed that. I can see the manager and you coming out.
Right. And one more correction is um, NPAJ, not NPAF. It's NPAJ. National Pol NPAJ.
National Powerlifting.
Association of Jamaica. So we're shortening it as NPAJ.
So, to get involved in that, is there like an age range where you start having persons sign up, or how, if somebody is interested in that, how do they get involved?
Well, I'm very happy that you asked that question because between the last month we have been negotiation with the school because we have the senior level up and running. So basically, very shortly we'll be rolling out the high school program. I know that we have a program set for a date in April for a high school international local tournament, but basically very soon we're going to roll out powerlifting in St. George's College very, very shortly. So powerlifting will be in St. George's College and other schools have been knocking on the door. But we, as you know, there's so much on the plate to get done. So, but the junior level is coming on board.
So can we say in another couple of years that's gonna be like the new it thing, like champs is and all of that?
Well, I'm not so sure anything can compete against champs and football in Jamaica, but I will give my best shot to lay a good foundation that this sport will be a sport that people will not just believe that is a non-traditional sport. We are classified as a non-traditional sport. It's not an Olympic sport as yet, but I know the federation, the international body is working very hard to get it as on the Olympic calendar. But otherwise, we are within the powerlifting world. We do have our international tournament yearly, and it is several destinations. I must also say that in 2025, Jamaica will be hosting the Pan America, North America, Central, and the region powerlifting championship here in Jamaica. For a small association like us in Jamaica, for us to be awarded that kind of privilege to host such a big tournament, we must have been doing something so good to impress the international body for them to give us such a big tournament, and we are just reaching our 3-year-old mark right now in December.
Wow, that's really exciting, but I know that's gonna be a lot of work.
Well, I'm used to a lot of work. Trust me, it's nothing strange for me. I am always under pressure, always have a lot doing, as you can see, the information I send to you. Sometimes I wonder, when do I get a break? I normally don't get a break. I'm always on it. Right now, we are preparing for our national championship here in Jamaica, December the 9th, and it's a lot of work already. We just always, I'm just always working, because one of the working so hard to get powerlifting up and running. Basically, I need to for it to reach at a level where I can start to backtrack myself. I need to put in all the things in place for this association to run smoothly and independent on its own. So the hard work is right now. I'm sure that time to come, I won't have to be working so hard, because I will have people that is fit and ready to take over some of those responsibilities.
Well, that's good that you're training and under having people understudy, because that, I mean, definitely you want to be able to just let go and have it continue if you're not there. But one of the things we notice even in the media and stuff is that the challenges athletes face in terms of sponsorship and stuff. How are you guys addressing that?
Well, I'm very happy that you accept mentioned that, but it's even going further. We as association, we are struggling for financing also. So we try to survive with as little as we have, but I think finance is really one of the biggest challenge that I'm facing. I have some plans in place that I really want this association to be financially independent from anyone. It's going to take some time, because, as you know, bigger association than me still depend on the government and SDA for money. When I think that, I would like to find a way to help to for the association to generate its own fund. And if we even go to market to ask, we don't know,
Mhm.
we are dependent on people to assist us financially.
But like such a big venture like the tournament that you said is coming up in 2025, how is that gonna pan out and stuff?
Well, I am already submit my information, my budget and proposal to the government, to the Ministry of Sport already. So it's in their hand. I must say big up to the minister and our support staff. They have actually tried to help this association in every best way that they can. So one of our survival and so far is because of help that we are getting through the ministry also. So I must say big up to the minister.
And like what mediums and stuff are you guys using to market this and stuff? Because I'm sure that's gonna be a major tourism thing for you guys.
Yeah,
In.
yeah. We're trying to tap into every available in terms of media outlet that we can at the moment. We're still in the planning phase right now. But as I said, we're in the planning phase. We have been speaking to the government, other media partners, and other corporate companies. We still have at least a year and a half to go, but I know that come 2024, that's when the gear will kick in,
Ramp up.
which ramp, yes, that's a correct word, ramp up.
Yes,
Right.
and so will the pressure, Michael. So will the
Well,
pressure.
I am used to pressure already, so that's no strange to me. I am always under pressure.
Well, I'm hoping you have an awesome support team, just to help you keep it up.
Well, support team is always, I must give credit to the person within NPAJ who is actually helping the association to achieve it a goal by executing our events, being there to support, and all of this is voluntary. Nobody at NPAJ does get paid, but we try to see what we can do to assist person. We also is a charity. We are a charity association. Also, we have been given charity status from almost a little bit after we launched the association. So, that is a plus for person who want to give back to the association. We do is a charity association, and we seek any kind of assistance that we can get from anyone, anywhere.
Okay, that's good. That's definitely good. Like I said, I thank you so much for fitting us in because I know that you are super busy and thanks for making it happen. Pastor Rob, you wanted to ask Michael anything?
Well, Michael's a very busy young man, as I could see.
Young man.
Young man, everybody young to Pastor Robin. What I'm saying? It's only a young man can have that amount of energy to so take it as a compliment, sir. But I see that he's coming all the way back from our view.
Yep.
Yeah, yes. Normal, you can't leave that out, man. When you
No,
talk about, yeah, man, at our view club there, you managed it for a while, huh? Or you were the your team manager for a
been
while.
around the block, man.
Yeah, yeah. So I'm talking about good football club, man, and of course, they have the major leagues down there now, right? Is it the major league or the Premier League? You
Yeah,
talk,
they're in Premier League, and they just get
yeah.
they're actually in the club international championship. They just lost the Cavaliers in the first leg, and I think
Mhm.
there's a second leg to play.
Yeah, yeah. And also, I saw that you were one of the president, one of the assistant managers for the Jamaica Football Federation. So
Yep.
my gosh, my God, and those are a lot of time spent because I know a lot of time spent, a lot of hard work put in.
Yeah,
But
man. I've been around the block, man.
yeah, so I commend you. I commend you for all the things that you have done and so forth like that. And now that you're in the powerlifting kind of thing, Nadine, remember to get me 2 barbells. I start the workout stuff. You know what I'm saying?
But what you need to do is get yourself ready and to make sure that when we launch the masters,
Okay,
you can take part.
the master, sir, the master.
Yes.
It's more like the infants. It's gonna be more like you're gonna start. I have to start from the very small and work my way up, sir.
Yes, man. No problem, man.
But it's great to have you here, sir, and thanks for stopping in. We're
Yes.
looking forward to hearing more from you in the future as the
Well,
endeavor grows.
just Nadine, just make the call, and I'll find space for you.
Okay,
All
I appreciate it. And I appreciate it so much. And I'm sure as time
Hello.
gets closer, I can hear you, Michael. Can you hear us?
Yeah, go ahead, Nadine, and just
No,
talk.
Now,
I was
now,
saying,
now,
can you hear me,
right.
Michael? No,
Yes, I
I
can hear you
was
now.
saying as time gets closer, we definitely want to have you back and stuff and
I have no
see
problem.
if you all do when you're doing your fundraising, see how we can, help if we can help, help you guys market because the fact that you guys are doing it voluntarily, I mean, that's quite a commitment because a lot of persons just the fact that something is voluntary they wouldn't want to put in much effort and stuff. So kudos to you and your team for being passionate about something on a voluntary basis and wanted to see it grow.
Okay, one more thing. We have for association that just started in 2020, up on 2021. We have actually over 200 plus members on record.
Wow, wow, that is something. Growing fast.
It's a lot of work to recruit so much people.
Yes, I keep them busy down there in Jamaica, man. Keep them busy.
Well, Ralston, I hope if Michael calling on you, you can help him to market some more too.
Ralston, talking to you. Okay.
Ralston probably not hearing well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Any which way that Mr. Michael Blair, it was a pleasure meeting you. Keep on doing the good work down there. Keep them busy down there. Keep them fit, fit and ready. It's ready to go. Okay. Yes.
Yes, thank you very much,
Thank you,
Rob.
Michael. Have a great
Okay,
week. Bye bye.
bye. Take care.
Very good, very good. So there you have it, folks. Mr. Michael Blair from the NAPAJ, the National Powerlifting Association of Jamaica. And I know that we're talking to Ralston. Are you back, Ralston? Can you hear us? Ralston,
I'm back.
you're on camera.
I really like the fact that
Yeah, yeah.
Michael has
So
suggested.
Nadine was saying,
Yes,
go ahead. What were you saying?
I'm listening.
said
No, I
you
said
said
I'm
you like
happy
the fact
that
he had
Michael has
suggested one.
suggested that you could participate in the masters category.
Okay, all right. Okay, why me in the Masters? Why not you?
Did you hear
I'm not
my
quite
thing
there
to
yet.
you? Did you hear my thing to you,
Yes,
Ralston,
yes,
to sing
I'm
maybe
here.
later?
Okay, very good.
Yes, I'm
All
here
right,
and
now.
I'm willing and ready to market the Powerlifting Association.
Okay. Very good, very good. All right. So, hey, we have another guest that's waiting to come on board here. We're going to bring him up. He's been waiting for a little while, and we don't want to keep him waiting too much longer. And he's none other than Mr. Grubber Cooper. Okay, and we're going to bring him on stage here in just a minute or so. And here he comes, Mr. Grub. Are you ready? Are you here, Mr. Rob, how you doing? This is Pastor Rob. How you doing, man? You look good.
Yeah, you're hearing me all right, though.
Yes,
You all
we
right?
are.
Okay.
Okay. Good to have you here with us on Jamaican Explosion. Welcome to Jamaican Explosion. And,
Yeah,
and
man. Yeah, man.
I know your background is extensive. We know you early from the Fabulous Five, Fab Five. So it's good for you to be here with us on Jamaican Explosion today. Sister Nadine's gonna go over and start the interview. Ross, and you could ask some questions too. Okay,
And a
very
little
good.
teasers of his music, Pastor
Oh
Rob, that
yeah, man. Of course, of course.
Are forever, but only three are mighty. Savage, Judge, and Bunny. Diamonds are forever. Oh, no. They're here to stay. They're here to stay. Diamonds are forever. Oh, no. They're here to stay. They're here to stay. A life of love and unity on display for the world to see. A shining example of singing in harmony.
Yes, indeed. That one is entitled "Diamonds Are Forever" by the one and only Mr. Grub Cooper. Mr. Grub, what inspired you to write these lyrics right here? What inspired you to write these lyrics?
I guess it's just the father, because when I write stuff, I very seldom sit down and write them. They
Mhm,
write themselves. And about a year, the diamonds, yeah, where Tab was shot dead and Bonnie, was sick a bit before, left us also.
mhm,
I never thought of it then, you understand?
mhm,
So the question I say, yeah man, me will jump up and write a thing the diamonds. After
mhm,
a while, the thing just come to me, and when songs come to me, I listen to them,
mhm.
and I either do them or I dismiss them. This one came and I said, wow, it's really nice. And them legacy. When you do
Yeah.
a song,
Mhm,
George is still alive, John,
mhm,
and I did call him after the fact, and I had a number for him before it was released, but when it was released, I called him, and he gave me his blessing, say, good work, good job, and he'll continue to promote it and stuff. So that was how that inspiration came.
yeah. I was listening to it and I was all in the
We
kuch
all,
rhythm, listen to it, and then I started to listen to the words and say, "Oh, this is about the mighty diamonds, man. About the Shaw and the rest and the two that passed away last year, and it's a great tribute to them coming from another a great entertainer like yourself. Tell us how you got started in this business, sir."
well, I really just have to encapsulate it, right? Because,
Mm-hmm.
I've had that question 1,000 times in my career. But what music chose me really,
Mm,
initially, I got involved in agriculture.
Mm-hmm.
Poor opportunity there. It happened that while most of the instruments that you know that exist
Mm-hmm.
was on the campus, all of them was brand new. My being a natural kind of music person,
Mm-hmm.
my brother can come up with. So let me see what to learn one instrument. Never liked it, which was the bass guitar, and I liked it a while. And the drum thing was a sideline because I tried to teach myself everything. I teach myself except the saxophone, where a gentleman taught me one scale. That's something in music. Taught me like 8 notes and started to work out the rest. So that was how it was. And then a job came up at a club for a resident band
Mm-hmm.
through my brother Conroy. He knew a lot of the music people. So Stefan Campbell is bass player, manager.
Okay. Very
And the
good.
from trio to a quartet, then to five, then six of us were resident at another establishment for a while. And then in 1970, we decided to hit the road.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And so we had to purchase equipment because I went to Germany, taking reggae to Germany in 1969. And also Fab Five was the first group that speak well. Germany certainly the larger Europe. If you count England as part of Europe, then reggae would have been there before that. But Germany, Switzerland, Holland, those places, got exposed to it. So yeah, it was a process. By then I was out school, never graduated, and so I ended up in music. No regrets. The only regret I have is that I should have started music earlier in life
Mm-hmm.
because I know I trumpet at age 12, 13. Mantra of one that was the Salvation Army school. Well, that once you play music, them encourage you to play in a church band. And I never liked no church thing. I don't mind what the Salvation Army represented because as a charity organization slash religious organization, it's a good thing, always.
Mm-hmm.
I never grab me, forcing you to go to planting if you don't go them Sunday school and that. So that rebellion come from that time. The rebellion now is for a different reason. The church thing of there's just too much hypocrisy floating around in church circles, and I don't like that neither. It better I stay by myself. Outside of that, I have the Bible to work with, and I have God's presence to work with. So I
Mm-hmm.
don't have to work with. Even though some people tell you, oh, the congregation of the saints is key. No, we can't do without that. I will go to church if there's a funeral or a wedding, but it don't make me any less close. One question things, and so, enough of them afraid of hellfire and brimstone. I don't afraid of that. Gonna give me, him give me. Follow?
Okay, sir.
So
Nadine, you have
Bobo,
a question for Mr. Brown? Okay, go ahead, Ross, then.
question.
Go ahead.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I was born in the 70s. I grew up in the 80s, 90s, believing that Fab Five was a soca or calypso band because of the type of music I heard,
Why did you
toward
believe? Why did you
songs.
believe?
So Fab Five initially, because the
But
biggest hits that I heard from Fab Five as a child were kind of like soca influence.
well, okay, let me tell you.
So I
What
thought
you
Fab Five was
heard
a
was a
soca
myth.
band. Mhm.
I know I'm going to explain to you. What you heard was a myth, ladies, and you mix out Chinese, right? You mix you and you know all of that. Yeah. I'm saying the first hit we had as Fab Five was a song called Come Back and Stay that went #1. That's a reggae song. Got that?
Oh,
And then we also have had Asking for Love, which is probably biggest ballad that ever come out of Jamaica.
Wow.
It's reggae. Police I Command can do, which is shaving cream. Woman is reggae, right? So I don't really like you tell me where you get this myth from. You see what I'm saying? People always talk all kind of thing, you know. Where you hearing it from the horse's mouth. And the evidence is there. You know what I'm saying? And there's no reason for it. But sometimes people, even the fraternity, like to label us because we're that good. Fab Five is the most versatile band in the world. I'm no longer a part of them, but I still say any kind of music I want to label we crazy. Soca, you know, it's just another genre. American music is good, and reggae is great. Yeah. Mento is great as a Jamaican genre. So we play all of them. You understand? No Diamonds Are Forever. I was in Fab Five. I wrote most of the songs. I do all the arranging. Or does Diamonds Are Forever sound like a soca to you?
No, I don't think he was.
It doesn't.
No, no,
No,
it
no,
doesn't.
no, 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 no. No, hold on. No, I'm not attacking you. Listen to me good. I'm just asking you, polite. Does it sound like a soca song to you?
No, it doesn't.
Okay,
No, it's not a
okay.
soca song.
As a writer. Okay, hang on. I'm getting there. I'm a writer. Did Love Fever, that Roy Ryan, did it sound like a soca song to you?
No.
But the festival song. Okay, did the arrangement for London, my brother, did the arrangement sound like a soca song to you?
Right. Oh, song.
Okay, there you go. So I say being and the basic songwriter, you know, would be the most credible individual to tell you how the thing goes. So I never chose to do soca. I chose any genre that come. Does One Draw by Rita Marley sound like a soca tune to you?
Definitely not.
Think
And
about these
I
things.
knew that you wrote that song for my
In songwriter, you know, who will me and who sing. As a soca band, we have 4 live albums. 85-90% of the live albums. It's all reggae, rock steady, ray. So come them label as soca band, I don't understand. Let somebody explain that to me. Now that I've cleared it here. Yeah?
No, I don't think he
So
was. I don't think he was
You see,
saying.
no.
you have
No,
to
I'm
see.
not saying he was knocking me. It's perfect. Look, Ralston is perfectly right.
Yeah,
That has been a myth that I've heard over the years. So I just venture to explain to him
yeah.
that I did hear it too. And I asked him the question, it's tongue in cheek. I'm not saying him. I'll throw it out to the public then. The
Well,
same question I put to you, I
yeah.
put it to the public. So let's,
Well,
Understood.
Mr. Cooper,
yeah.
has been even a radio person for years and years. In the area that I came up in Springfield, Massachusetts, it all depends on the DJ.
Mm,
So sometimes the DJ will choose whichever song they want to choose. So in Springfield, Massachusetts, I heard a lot of Fab Five's soca music based on
mm.
the DJ that was playing. So we know that you cover all
Well,
genre.
let me tell you, it's not our fault that we have had 5 or 6 major soca hits. That it just happened that way. You know, you
Was,
could always you could always label Byron Lee. No, in Byron Lee's later life, like the more or less just soca,
yeah,
the version. So it's soca,
yeah,
right? If we do good tune, we do good tune. You safe, big tune all over the place. Ring Road Jam, big tune all over the place. Deal with the US students, so it hit, you know. Feeling Honey hit, you know. Mango hit, um, Good Body hit. What can I tell you? All night party. A guy from Sweden, Buster Poindexter did a version
yes,
of my song, and it sold very well because the same guy did very well. And my stream come and them up. Man. The guy, what you follow on drift? You know, it's not our fault. It's not our fault that who are like a tune with the street talk. Oh, wow. It's not our fault they come to 5 movie. And it's not soca neither, but it's the running this guy, you know.
Yeah, man. Well,
but
consider
but
Well,
Grub,
yourself. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah.
you
Grub,
More
know,
you guys,
question.
you and Fab Five have been together like so long. What held you guys together as a like that glue? Because trust me, that's quite a while you all together.
Well, let me tell you, one of the things about it, Frankie Campbell is a good manager, bass player, and he's a good manager. And to a great extent, him understood group dynamics and him understand the industry and him understand how to market a band out there, keeping us tight, keeping us on time, keeping us disciplined. And those are the hallmarks of staying together. Plus, generally page, music on the same team, one set. They have to be team players. There's some baller were just like Brockman and dribble and the tricks. Them no belong on no team really. They must have a team attitude. Learn when to pass the ball, etc., etc., etc. The same thing. And all of us came up from a good musical background, and we liked variety of music. Just like I was within a circle, like anyone third, we create our own style, our own thing. So Ibo's style has influenced a lot of the musicians. Even before him start teach at Edna, they like the third world execution of reggae and thing. And a lot of the young bands that came out, both secular and gospel, chose to adapt Igbo things. So that is one I am legacy them what people don't talk about. They're not aware of that. Understand? So it is a matter of chemistry. And we have changed members, but from a person coming, you have a blueprint, you say, yo, this is how we work with. If you don't work with this. So that's how it.
Mr.
But I
Cooper.
mean, you guys.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, sorry. I
No,
wanted to
go
ask a
ahead.
question, Nadine. I yeah, I grew up hearing Fab Five and on the radio, of course. And then as a child, I thought Fab Five was at a festival concert at Treehouse in Negril. Um,
All
that was an
right.
amazing experience. But the great Lord Darrow was performing that night as well.
Right. Yeah,
But it was a
he would
mind
have
blowing
been.
experience.
Mhm.
Yeah, we
So
experienced
how come?
seeing Fab, Lauder and all the other artists that night. But then, as I got older and got into the music industry in the 90s now, I had an opportunity to see Fab Five off stage at a rehearsal. And one other thing I remember about Fab Five in general, and also Mr. Cooper in particular, you see the young artists who were there to rehearse, who some of them can sing on key and that kind of stuff, and them know they don't have the rudiments down. The Fab Five is a band that always tries to help them and guide them. I remember that because I would have experienced situations with other bands who didn't have the patience for to take time and show the young youths anything. And I was amazed at how humble the entire band was. And Grub Cooper, who I know for a fact has written many a big songs and worked on so many big albums because I was doing a feature on Hits 92 FM in 2020 about great Jamaican albums. And when I did my research, I saw his name popping up over and over on so many great albums. I was amazed. I was amazed. And he's one of the geniuses in the Jamaican music industry. And he's one of the most humble individuals. So I want to ask you, what, how do you remain so with all your wonderful achievements? Are you hearing me, Mr. Cooper?
Not me. Yeah, man, I hear you. Like I say, it's not me. God give you me. Give Nadine a talent or two or three. You know, give Mikey Blair enough talent if you're listening because it's one of them unsung heroes in Jamaica. You follow my drift? And everybody have a talent. It's really how you use the talent that you get. Yeah. So sometimes you want to say it's all about you. It's human to do that. Like Ali say, I'm the greatest. That was marketing. I mean, it's marketing. I don't know the most music in Jamaica. I'm among good rap, not great songwriter. I'm not the greatest drummer on the planet, but what I use the talent what I have and achieve success with it, and that is what having talent is all about. I mean, good talent because you can have some bad talent. You can be a master marksman to right till you go fire gun and do it. That I can have good abilities and good talents. Ability. If you don't use it, Father will take it from you. You know.
So, Grub, tell us
So,
what's next for you. What's the next thing that's happening for you now that you're no longer with Fab Five? What can we expect? Is it more singing, more writing? What is next for you?
Oh well, in the next over the next 2 minutes, I'll be talking to Nadine. On air. Expectation. Folks out in Atlanta. Hey, Atlanta. Monty and all the crew. You know, all my crew out there. AJ. Monty Naismith, man, great Monty performer, and all the other folks out there. Um, what really? Okay, let me outline it quickly, right? I've I'm never out. The plans couldn't come to fruition. I have diamonds on 5. So yeah, promise made, promise kept. Second tune release now called I Love That Dress, and I releasing one tune every month. Promise made, promise kept. Come November, releasing a tune about war, and it's not that I just maybe 2 years ago, right? And that is to come. Yeah, Christmas come, I'm gonna release you guys and all over the place. It's not the regular for Christmas tune. No, this one is a soca version, so everybody can jump up and reel up, have a good time. You know what I'm saying? And then next up, I release an EP of maybe 7, 8 songs, which tantamounts to running, long as the brain ticking, tune every month. Being that you know, you have singles. You do singles and thing and something must hit, man. Me too good a writer for something no hit. Come on. You understand? I'm not saying all of them, but no. Hold on, no. I just saying that for pure about good. Man, too good a writer. Yeah. I mean, I'm good and the evidence is there. But what I put out, it doesn't mean that it's going to hit. So I have to beg all the fans worldwide, please. Make post work records, right?
Yes, yes, definitely sounds good.
And then I'm doing for theater. I'm doing a play. I've written a play halfway already, a musical, and I'm doing a song. It 3/4 way through for the great Prime Minister of Barbados, Mia Mottley. I don't think she know about it, but
I love
it's
her.
all right. So I'm doing this song. I send that to you. So me and couple Barbadians link up and we just did it in tribute to her because she's such a great lady, man.
Yes.
If I get quite what do, what I'm saying? So all sorts of things. I have other little things, but I can't divulge at this time as they are in limbo. I am
Right.
I am producing the twins. I call them as a Rutherford, who himself is an artist. Diana Rutherford is the big daughter, and these twins, Tika and Tia, wonderful human beings. And I'm producing them. I'm writing for them. I am honing their skills, and I hope one day to get them signed big time. So those are some of the things, you know what I'm saying?
uh,
I'm going to do a wedding album. I'm doing a wedding album pan a time
uh,
too. A wedding album is called From Courtship to Marriage. It's known for that. Yeah. So
wow.
you have
Quick
encapsulation of
question.
what I plan to do. Mm.
Quick question. So now we're in an age. We're in
Mm-hmm.
the digital age, with the music, where it was on streams. How are you dealing with that, with all this change? How are you marketing your music now? And how
My
has this
my
impacted
stuff.
the sale of your music?
Good good question. Well, in social media together. My son is Christopher. So we have a publishing and we're doing all kind of stuff. And I have good people around me, publicists who put articles out there if I need to. I can call the local newspapers. I can call people like Nadine and yourself and say, yo, I have a thing to talk about. Yeah, man, very. You understand? That kind of stuff. So I am out there. Musically, I use the technology very sparingly because I don't want to go up and thing on the tile. One of the rhythms like one of them is a fool because machine human beings can't play them on stage. That make no sense. So what it do is nullify musicians, you know. If I were to support that kind of thing, it nullify musicians. There's an area for that, but real music when all this robot thing and this like the real deal, all of a sudden all them robot pack up. Musician thing no pack up. I mean I hear about no robot thing in heaven, I hear about harp playing and we play with bass and with drum. Yeah.
Grub, one quick question. I know we're almost out of time, but when you write the songs, do you have a special artist in mind that you'd be writing for? How do you select which artist is gonna, sing one of your songs?
It depends. Okay, who approach me. When Rita Marley approached me, say she did her before. So it wasn't written for her. That's the way I planned it. Well, good, the good and thing. But then she said she need a follow up. Boom. And also boom. I'm hear Rita sing one drop. So that is how you hear that. Any artist know that you Nadine said, write me a song. Set up and listen to her voice in headspace. Can create a song for Nadine. I said, "Bro, Nadine, you can write it." I said, "No, I didn't write that. It's up with me." But because I know you in terms of knowing about you. So
Right.
people have a basic way that they will say lines, pronounce words, and they have a particular type of voice. So what works for them is what I would put in there that they're comfortable. And if I write something for you, if there's any line in there you're not comfortable with as a person or as a I'm not proud of me writing them boy, I feel sing it over it go. Nah. Okay, like I say, when I speak out there in the universe, and I am just one of the receptacles with trap songs. You have a number of us like that. So I trap songs, and if I like it, I say, yeah, man, if I don't like it, I make it pass. That's because I don't understand it myself.
Okay,
Yeah.
folks, so you're listening to Jamaican Explosion on a Saturday evening, 8 minutes past 6 o'clock here, and we have the great Mr. Ashley Grubb Cooper from the Fab Five group. I think he's recently now separated from the group, and we have him here, and we're glad to have him on this forum this evening with us. And also we have Miss Nadine, and of course we have Ralston Barrett straight out of Jamaica with us. This is Pastor Rob right here, and it's just been a pleasure to have you here with us, sir. And we wish you all the best as you continue your endeavor. We're looking forward to hearing more from you. All the
Yeah,
great,
man, definitely.
yeah.
And by the way, you're a pastor. I do produce the Grace Thrillers. So if you need
Yes, we're going to talk about that afterwards because it's a long time I've been wanting to get Grace Trillers on here and actually,
to organize that for you.
yes, you see what I'm saying? You see, you see connections, you see how things work, Nadine. Yeah,
Network.
man.
There you go.
Uh,
I
you know,
produce them. I
Pastor,
produce like 20 albums.
listen, Mr. Grubb, I'm gonna mess with you.
Yeah.
wow.
I think you have a little garden here, a little religious book there running.
Not a little bit, not a little bit of holy.
A whole heap. Praise God.
Eh,
Praise God. All right. You
A
just don't
whole
like
heap.
hypocrisy at certain things.
We need part two, Pastor Rob.
Huh? What was that now?
I'm saying we need to have another interview. We need to have another interview
Yes.
with
You know,
Grub, because one interview cannot
cannot do it. It
suffice.
cannot do it. I mean, we probably will have several different interviews with Grubb and those different areas in which he influences, because he influences many
I,
different areas. You know what I'm saying? And
I tell you,
we have one of the stalwart in the reggae music business right here, and two of worked and helped so many people along the line. Tells us how your heart and your soul is. You spoke about helping Marcia Griffiths. You spoke about helping this person. You spoke about helping that person. So you are one of those people that help to cultivate other artists within the genre.
But
So I
of course,
commend
because we won't be here forever. I won't be
good.
here. Young people.
Hmm.
Problem I have, you don't know it. Young but no know them say. Come to the people who are in the business, not necessarily me, and learn from them, please.
I'm excited about your Christmas song. I can't wait. And you said it's gonna be soca. Oh my God,
Yeah,
that's
man,
so
you're going to get it soon. You're
oh
getting it
my
soon now. Okay, everything good.
Pastor
Yeah.
Rob, you know we're gonna have to play that, right? You know we're gonna
No,
have
of
to
course,
play
of course,
that.
of course, of course, of course. You know, what we just have to make a little thing and say. Remember, it's not all about soca.
It's all about the birth. It's all about the birth of the Christ child. This is season. That is the reason for the season.
The
That's how
season.
you introduce it. Yeah.
Yes,
It
yes.
will be fine.
yes.
It will be fine.
Do
Mr.
you
Mhm.
have
Coop,
a favorite song, Grub, out of all that you have written and produced? Is there a favorite for you, or all of them are your babies?
Things come from different genres and fit song, and it also depends on the mood. I can't. It's hard to pin down the top four of my favorites. It's really hard. 'Cause it depends on the genre and the time and yeah. So
okay. I think he has a telephone call coming in there. I think he's on his phone. Yes, so Ralston, yeah, we're going to definitely make sure we have Mr. Cooper back again. And as you said, one interview cannot do. This is a great, and I really like the rendition of that song "Diamonds Are Forever," and he's singing about the mighty diamonds
Beautiful
and
song.
beautiful song. And we knew all everybody was caught off guard last year when the two singers. I think one is Shaw. What's his name? Shaw. And then the other one. What was his name?
you
The
have
other
Tabby and you have Bonnie.
I don't
Tabby and
remember that.
right.
Tabby and Bonnie.
Tabby
I
and
think
Bud.
Tabby is Shaw, but the
Yeah,
last name them not even important. And there's
yeah.
Judge. That's why
Okay.
you Tabby, Judge, and Bonnie.
Okay. All right. Yes. Yeah. So, and you do it justice, sir. And as we said, we're looking forward to having you back here again. And I'm Nadine. I put you in charge of making sure I get those Grace Trillers on. Okay.
Okay, okay. You know, we
Oh,
have stuff happening for 2024. So if we can make it happen, we're gonna make it happen.
very good. Very good. Okay.
No
All right.
problem.
So we want to just mention a few things here before we get off here. Mr. Cooper, thanks again, and we're going to have you back again pretty soon. Okay, we maybe
Anytime, man. It was my pleasure.
okay. It was our pleasure. Okay, to our great like you on Jamaican Explosion this evening. So take care of yourself, and we're going to be in touch with you in a couple of minutes. Okay, very good,
No
very good.
problem. Okay.
Okay, yeah. So there we have it. Here, this is Jamaican Explosion on. Saturday evening, 14 minutes after 6 o'clock, straight up and down in the Atlanta, Metro Atlanta area. How you feeling out there? How you feeling? Nadine, we have a Christmas party coming up pretty soon, right?
Yes, the 2nd of December, Atlanta Jamaican Association having their kickoff Christmas party, kicking off the holidays and everything.
Okay, so I definitely want you all to stay tuned to here, stay tuned to this station right here, Jamaican Explosion Saturday, and we're gonna keep on giving you more information about the Christmas party, and it's gonna be the off the chain Christmas party. So I want just make it a note, get the date, write it down. I want you to put that date, December 2nd, aside, and we'll have more for that in the coming weeks. Mr. Ralston, anything down there in Jamaica you want to leave us with before we kind of sign off here?
Nothing nothing else for now, but I'll say that Greg Cooper is amazing,
Isn't
amazing
he?
musician, amazing
Mm-hmm.
songwriter, and you know, his humility is, you know, it's just, I don't even find words to express what I really want to say, but for somebody who's done such great, he's so humble, and that's one of the things when you meet the truly great musicians and
Mm-hmm.
singers and DJs, they're
Mm-hmm.
not hype like some of the ones who, you know, who think
Mm-hmm.
they are quote unquote, and
Mm-hmm.
because I remember meeting around same kind of humility, same thing with Beck, same thing with Shabba Ranks, same thing with Ebo. I remember meeting Ebo, a young man, well, still a young man at the time in the 90s. In myself that I'm still young, because you see these guys out here, Nadine, keep calling me elder and daddy and that kind of thing. But I met Ebo from the Blue Diamond Shopping Center. Third World was playing. They were the act, and I was managing a young upcoming artist at the lineup, and we were able to speak to a member of the band at the sound check. And he was just, you know, sharing his knowledge about us, and
Mm-hmm.
these are the things, you know, I treasure these experience moments. And like I said, I saw Grub more than once with his band
Mm-hmm.
at these
Mm-hmm.
rehearsals, and they would take their time with the young to
Mm-hmm.
help them to get for the stage. You know,
Mm-hmm.
so I have big respect to Grub and all the other great legends like himself, you know, who have contributed to the development of Jamaican music. Trust me, I have big respect for them.
Very good. Very good. Yes, yes, indeed. Likewise, right here, and I'm sure Nadine has the very same sentiments.
Oh
Yeah.
yes, definitely. I was hanging with them last year, and just the rapport in the band, it was just awesome. They just connected. That was the part that really got me, because sometimes when you're in a band, some people may think, oh, they're the lead one in the band or the whatever. I didn't get that feeling being around them. It just felt so united, and after them being together for such a long time together, even if they changed one or two members, that same unity came across. And if people don't know the history, that okay, there's a new person joined the band, you
Mm-hmm.
wouldn't have known, because of that bond that I felt just being around them.
Okay, very good. All right, guys. We're just gonna
Amazing.
a word here from a sponsor of ours, and then we're gonna come back to wrap it up this evening. Okay. Okay. Very
Caribbean
good.
International Shipping Services, Atlanta's official and original shippers.
We're located in Stonecrest, Georgia. We are fully staffed. We offer services to the Caribbean, South and Central America.
We specialize in personal effects or commercial goods. Caribbean International Shipping Services, your full service shipping company serving Atlanta for over 20 years. We're open 12 months of the year.
We look forward to seeing you. Come by our office at 3048 Miller Road in Stonecrest, Georgia, or you can call us at 770-323-1111.
Caribbean International Shipping Services. Just pack it, we'll ship it.
As they say, just pack it. We'll ship it.
Oh, Pastor
Mhm.
Rob,
Yes. Go ahead. Hmm.
I'm hearing that it takes 6 weeks to get your barrels now. So just want to remind the listeners, if you send in anything, this is the time you need to be getting the barrels out, so that the Christmas rush or your families and stuff, they can get their barrel in time.
Okay. Yeah. As you said at Nadine, I heard a very a funny joke over the week, and someone was saying, shouting out to the Jamaicans. make sure you don't talk anything against them foreign people. It's barrel time. We don't want any kind
That's
of
a good.
negative news. It's barrel time, so you have to keep
That's a good one.
you have to keep the foreign business down. You know what I'm saying? As much as you like to talk against foreign. Barrel time. Okay, so it's been great this evening, guys. I really enjoyed the guests that we had, the quality guests, the guesses that we had here, Mr. Blair, and of course Mr. Cooper. And I do not take it uh, just for granted and lightly that they took their time to be here on Jamaican Explosion this evening. I don't take it lightly that Ralston comes in and oh, it's going to be such a addition here. Wow. On the show with information coming out of Jamaica. I'm looking for more on that. Of course, Miss Nadine in Atlanta happenings. He's here with us every week. So I hope everyone enjoyed the show. And in the future, there's a thing that we have here that if you go on YouTube, okay, and you want to talk with us, it's called the chat overlay. Okay, so you can talk to us at the show if you go to YouTube or channel, and I'll open up this thing right here. You see that thing right in the corner right there? So if you were to go on YouTube and type in a question to us, we'll see it coming up on the side right there, and we're able to answer the question. It's a feature that we have, and I want to get this feature to be used, Nadine. So let
Yes.
folks know, yeah, it's a strong feature that the audience can partake in the show.
And reminding listeners to like, subscribe, follow, share so we can build up our viewership. Because with this caliber of guests that we are having, we need to be spreading the word. We need to have other persons just enjoying the program. Don't be selfish now. Share, share, share.
That's right. That's right. That's right. So on that note, we're going to say thank you again for being here with us this evening, and we want to see you back here next week from 5 p.m. to 6:30 p.m. Normally go to six, but we're going to 6:30 now when we have two guests on the show. Okay, so we want to see you back here, and we want to have you participate with us. We want you to make Jamaican Explosion your stop on a Saturday evening. And guess what? If you have to go out Saturday, that's fine. Sunday morning, it's right on the internet. Monday, you can check us out. Put us in that place where you want to see us, wherever it is, every week. Okay, so we just thank you for tuning in this evening, and it was good for you to be here with us this evening. Okay, Mr. Ralston, until next week. Okay, we want to just hold down Jamaica for us. Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
All right. Bye-bye, guys.
Yeah, man.
Okay. All right. Until next week. All right. See you all next week then. Very good. Very good. This is Pastor Rob saying it's good for you to have been here this evening, and we'll see you next week here at Jamaican